welcome back. Children of the Popcorn. It is I, Mr. Popcorn. Who's down there? Who can I see down there?
You can see the Baron down here, Mr. Popcorn.
How are you, Baron?
I'm well, and yourself?
I'm very good. I'm feeling grateful. Yes, I'm feeling grateful, Baron.
Oh,
Yes, because we got to see a bunch of movies. Yes, we have low-key been Evil Popcorn goes to the movies of some great new releases that have come out in 2024. Thanks to some fantastic people there, Baron.
yes, indeed. So
Mm.
we've seen.
Yeah, go, please.
So we've seen Sting, we've seen Maxxine, we've seen Longlegs, which is very good. I don't know whether that's a spoiler, me saying that it's very good off the top, but yeah.
Hard not to say.
Yes, no, it's been a good year so far for horror. I mean, Night Swim notwithstanding, but yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's not tangent just yet. Let's be thankful and very gracious to Holdfast Public Relations. They brought us Sting, yes. A whole
Yes, I
bunch of
did.
very generous. Thank you very much. And also, of course, Christian Fletcher Events, gave us double passes to Maxxxine, the final of the X trilogy there, Baron, and also Longlegs, which we attended together at New Farm Cinema, which
Yes.
was great. And hold on, I think yes, my apologies. Richard Warman is in there for Sting as well as Holdfast Public Relations. Yes. So we got tickets from there as well. So very generous. So we're very grateful. Yeah. That's how it
Wouldn't
worked
be
out
so,
this time. Sorry,
I
after you.
wouldn't be so direct to say that it's the last in that series. I read an interview today
No.
about
Hold on.
Maxine,
Yeah.
where the
Hold
director.
hold on.
Oh,
Before we get there.
okay.
Just da, 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 da. Just sorry. Give us a sec, Scott.
Yeah,
There
right. So
was
good.
there was something that I wanted to mention before that. Other people who have heard it. Was that everyone? Fuck, it's gone. Okay, sorry, I can edit that. Go back. My bad, dude. My bad.
You're right. So good. So we're going to make sure we get it right from the top.
Yeah.
But I read an interview today from the director of Pearl and X and Maxine that it may not be the last in that particular story.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I've heard Ty West myself say very much the same thing. Yes. He hasn't said
Yeah.
definitively yes or no, but he's certainly thinking about it. And yeah, we've given thanks to the three movies from the one, two, three, four benefactors, however much. So thank you very much. And what did you think of Maxine overall there, Baron? We can start with Maxine, yeah? With no
I
serious
enjoyed
spoil.
Maxine. I mean,
Yeah, after you.
no. Okay. So I've liked X and I've liked Pearl. I like Maxine. I was going into it, I was expecting to get the same sort of time jump that we got between Pearl and X, which we didn't get. We only
Okay.
got a six-year jump. I was expecting it to be set now with the similar sort of thing happen where the main character is in, yeah. So no spoilers, but yeah, so it's only a 6-year time jump rather than like a 60-year time jump. But no, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it. I thought that it fit the early 90s, mid 90s, mid 80s, sorry, the mid 80s sort of feel of those sort of films. It had that kind of grimy VHS feel to it, the video nasty, as opposed to X and Pearl, which were their own little bubbles in that universe, which was a really nice sort of 60s one. It was a really nice sort of
70s,
sorry,
70. Yeah.
yeah, the 70s one, and then back to the sort of 20s and 30s.
Yes.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. But Maxine was great. It really felt like that film had been made in 1985.
Yeah, 1985, exactly. Pearl's World War One, if I'm not mistaken. Is it
Yes,
1918?
yeah, the Spanish. Yeah. So
Yeah.
1918, 1919.
Yeah, they're wearing the mask because shot during the pandemic in New Zealand, straight after X with Mia Goth and Ty West. He just turned around and said, "Hey, we're pretty much stuck here. Should we do another one?" And yeah, and they took the character of
Yeah.
Pearl, where Pearl played Maxxine and Pearl in X. Yes, and that branched off into Maxxine, but in between that was Pearl. Pearl was real old, and this is going back to real young in 1918 in New Zealand. No, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
shot in New Zealand, my apologies. It's Midwest, yeah, kind of basically it's Wizard of Oz, no style and look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Classic
Beautifully shot.
Hollywood,
The
beautifully shot.
cinematography is amazing.
It's my favorite one out of the trilogy, I will say. Yes. Here and now.
Well,
Yes, absolutely. Definitely from an acting perspective, being an actor, can't help it. Yeah, Mia Goth was incredible in that the monologue is astounding. And a smile, liking to
yeah.
do physical extremes,
Oh,
how I perform, it's like, yeah,
yeah.
well done. Yeah. Um, Maxine, I thought, okay, but it looks really good. Set pieces are great. Could be grimier, could be sleazier. Doesn't really
Yeah.
resolve or tie up the trilogy though, because it's been bifurcated because of this. It's because of circumstance with the pandemic and such, and how the production, is laid out and has been sequenced. And
Yeah.
we need more of Maxine. I won't go into it too much because we're going to cover these movies, their children, in detail, I think. Um, we need more Maxine. So coming back to what you were saying at the start, yeah, I want another one. Ty. Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Um, we won't touch on the end at this point, but yeah, if
No.
Maxine comes back, if Maxine say loses things, comes back, goes on a kind of revenge things, more stakes, that sort of thing, a mad, angry Maxine, where she really goes for it rather than the kind of she didn't really go as far as she could have, and this film didn't go as far as it could have.
No.
So not as
No.
my least favorite of the three, but I don't think it's a bad film though either. Children, I think it's definitely worth going to see. We can throw out a rating, why
Oh, yeah.
not? I'll give it a 3 out of 5. I thought it was very satisfying. Certainly seeing it at the cinema, because and if you're a fan of Giallo, that is done very nicely and
Yeah.
respectfully. Yeah, and quite skillfully. Yeah. Baron, what do you reckon?
I think I'd give it a three as well. I think I'd give it a three. Yeah. I don't think they went as deep with this one as they could have.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll give it a 3. No, you're right. You're sorry. I was meant to say 3. Yeah, we'll say 3. So it's satisfying. I was glad I saw it in the cinema,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, cool. Sting, Kia Roche Turner,
Uh,
Thomas Roche Turner.
yes.
They're back with a big
Yeah.
spider movie.
Them of Worm Electronic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I love a good
Cute.
Marvel film.
What did you reckon? Loved it myself.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
The limited locations, the creepy feeling of the house, the amazing performances of the cast. I think I took some
Yeah, the girl's
notes
great.
when I
The
watched it,
daughter.
but like, and Noni Hazelhurst completely unrecognizable. Did I Sting? Yeah, okay, I've got my Sting
Unrecognizable
notes here.
from
Um, Robin Nevin and Noni Hazelhurst are the two older ladies in the film, and amazing performances. Like Noni Hazelhurst was from Play School. Robin Nevins is usually in sitcoms.
I gotcha. Okay.
Um, Incredible
Grow up here,
performances,
so not
and
familiar enough to notice them as old. You get me.
yeah, yeah.
But cool. But cool.
But the main character, the daughter, was great.
Have you seen Here and Other Stuff, the daughter?
No, I don't think I
It's
have,
really
or
good.
maybe I haven't noticed.
Great presence
Uh,
on camera,
yeah,
focused. She's focused on what she's doing and it comes across. Yeah. And through her character work as well, definitely. So she's engaging to watch. The spider work was great. I assume it's wetter. I'm pretty sure I heard
yeah,
that. Yeah. It is
yeah.
wetter. Yeah. And the adults are also fine. The adults are not cringe. The adults don't, make, when there's horror movies are focused on kids and they don't really focus much on the adults. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And but no, this is all quite well balanced and such. And and then the location work was great. And the spider was, fantastic. They created a menacing villain character out of the spider as well as CGI to fuck, but they make it work. Yeah.
yeah. All right, so Charlotte, played by Alila Brown. Let's see what else she's been in. No, Australia. Oh, she was in an episode of Mr. In Between, which I really like. It's an Australian crime
Okay, yeah, yeah.
drama.
Know about that one. I've heard about that one. Been recommended by a few people about that
Yeah,
one. Okay,
and
I can
Children of the
see her.
Corn remake, 2020.
Oh, was she the leader of the children in that movie?
Let's
Is
have a
she
look.
from the trailer? Because I haven't seen it, but she is the focus point of the trailer. And I liked what I saw. I've heard the movie's terrible, but that's not her fault. But she certainly chewed up the scenery in the trailer.
I've
And that was
not seen
shot up
this
here.
version.
That was shot up here. That was shot up north here, Baron.
Yeah, Bruce Spence, Stephen Hunter. Wow, okay.
It's like number 13 or whatever the F they're up to. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yes, okay. So yeah, so she is the focus of the trailer of that. Okay. I might have to give that a watch. I liked her.
hmm hmm Yeah, so did I, very much so. So yeah, Sting is cool. Definitely check it out. Thank you
Yeah,
to all involved.
yeah, I liked
Uh,
Sting. It was as you know, I'm a big fan of monster movies, and the spider in that was well realized. It didn't feel super fake. There was a genuine threat, and it was creepy. It was great.
it got me kind of made me shiver, quiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, really cool, really cool. But well, I left it to last on purpose. Yeah, because this
Okay.
one, Longlegs,
Yeah.
Osgood Hawkins, son of Norman, you have done it again, sir. Yeah, whew. This one, yeah, moved isn't the word. Unnerved, disquieted,
No?
yeah, shook.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I can read media. I'm glad I'm media literate as well, so I wasn't led astray in my expectations via the hype of this movie. Because
Yeah.
the marketing in terms of how what was not shown, yeah, really good.
Yeah.
But a lot of
Yeah.
scariest ever, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, and I think there's been a lot of a very huge polarized reaction to this movie, The Baron. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the, love it, you're an idiot, F you type, responses has unfortunately, because it kind of sullies, it kind of, and it'll also taint people's, viewing when they go in because we have these expectations, because not everyone's media literate. So that's
Yeah.
kind of unfortunate because I absolutely loved it to get to the point. I absolutely loved it. Um,
Mm.
yeah, the detail of it, the way it basically takes you down one path and then basically spins you down another into a different
Yeah.
world. Yeah. And the production design, the artistry of it with no spoilers. Yeah, within reveals. Yeah, loved it. That's me to a T. That's exactly the sort of thing that I'm into in cinema, certainly through a horror lens. So yeah, I was big on
Sure.
it. Big on it. Yeah, yourself?
I really enjoyed it. Right. I had a friend at work ask me because I was thinking of going to see it, and they said, "What? Give me one sentence as to why I should go and see it." And I said, "It's like if Wes Anderson did a Silence of the Lambs movie."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Um, there's
I,
this there's the yes, spoilers. It's hard to. There's
yeah,
the darker element of or layer to it, you know.
yeah.
It's occult, and the occult layer to it is yeah, what
Well, it
defines
has
it,
a,
defines its uniqueness, I think. Yeah, sorry, after you.
yeah. I think it has a real supernatural bent to it, which is great. Which I mean, obviously, Silence of the Lambs didn't have because that's about a very prosaic human, although
Hmm.
monstrous, serial killer. But this there's a supernatural element to this that didn't have.
There's a period piece style approach to the construction of this film as well when it flips to 70s to 90s like through the aspect ratio as a
Mm.
example, yeah.
Yeah,
In this film, that was beautiful, all beautifully done, and the kind of the pop cultural levity and influence of this movie, of like the T-Rex and the Bob Dylan and the Satanic Panic, you know,
yeah,
and the influence of it without going into it too much. So, because, that comes up pretty quickly. But yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Um, yeah, no, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4.5. I need to see it again to really, really decide if that is my rating because I was only able to see it once. What would you give it, Baron?
yeah. I'd give it a 4. It's delicious.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
I
I think
really
it's just after you.
but and having said that though, I did just go back and rewatch Silence of the Lambs very recently, like just after we saw Longlegs, and it really feels like it's got that very strongly in its DNA. Like Silence of the Lambs is the half brother of this film.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. No, that was intentional. That was intentional. Osgood has stated that, but then he wanted to take you, lull you into that perception, then take you somewhere else. And I think that was very
Yeah.
effective. What did you think of Nicolas Cage?
Uh, Unhinged, uh,
Mm.
unearthly,
Oh,
and amazing. Like the
unearthly.
performance he gets.
Yeah, yeah. The T-Rex influence is obvious.
Yeah.
But there's also a Bob Dylan. Uh,
Mm.
it was an album he did with a female musician at the time, which is a little arty, a little performance arty, a little bit of a theatre piece meets an album. I forget the name of it. Just Google it, just Google it. But yeah, no, absolutely great. And yeah, some moments that are very unearthly, very unnerving, and quite terrifying. And that's the way it's constructed. The movie, the scene that we were talking about, the television in the room, and yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Um,
That's just
Hiding
using
stuff in the
that's
background.
just using angles. Yeah, Osgood's
Yeah,
really good. Yeah, Osgood's fucking good.
yeah. But yeah, the stuff hidden in the background that was there the whole time, and then you don't notice it until it moves. Oh, like the mother behind the car. Like no spoilers, but yeah, just oof, amazing.
Uh, yeah, because yeah, all I'll say, just to tie this off, because yeah, we could go on for a while. We will cover it in the future properly, absolutely.
Yeah,
The wide shots, yeah. You've got jump
yeah,
scares. And this
yeah,
movie plays on the approach to jump scares. It offers a new approach to it because it builds up the anticipation of a jump scare through the widescreen, the camera just sitting there observing, and you're trying to scan the frame to see what's going to come at you. Da, da,
yeah.
da. but it just leaves you in that state the whole time. Yeah.
Yep.
I
Yep.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's good. He's good. And then with Nicolas Cage on top of that, with what he's doing, and as well as Micah Monroe. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
The way she is socially, and as compared to the way she is when she's by herself investigating and decoding and deciphering. And I will throw it out there because the autistic community has actually championed her in this role as well. The way that she lays out everything, all of the symbols and all of the case files and that she's working on very meticulously. Yeah. And but when she's socializing with people, and that is the person that you are, that's your main, that's your character, that's your hero, and you're trying to connect to that emotionally. But she's disjointed from reality, and so are you from her. And there's just layer upon layer
Yeah.
of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his
Brilliant.
approach to yeah, yeah, yeah. So definitely check out Longlegs there, children. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think we'll see more? Do you think we'll see further in that universe? Do you think that's it?
I thought about this the other day there, Baron. Yeah, I don't think he would. He's done 4 movies now, and he even hasn't even mentioned it ever in any type of interview, or let alone any type of what he's put out there in terms of film. Yeah. So hopefully not. Hopefully not. What do you reckon? How do you feel?
I like hearing more stories in universes that I like, so I want to, but I think it's encapsulated beautifully enough that it probably should be left alone.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. I'm not opposed. I'll still watch it if it did
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Um, is he doing the Stephen King monkey movie? Is he doing
Yeah,
this?
isn't it the clanging monkey?
Yeah, have you read that story? I think it's called Green Tea,
Oh yeah.
if memory serves well. It is brilliant. It's one of the best things that Stephen King, for me, has ever written.
Yeah,
That I've ever read of
yeah, yeah.
his.
It's in, I think, different seasons from memory.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, that rings a definitive bell.
And Stephen King's got a writing credit on it as well. I mean, obviously he would because he wrote the original story, but usually screenwriters and based on are not included. So screenwriters usually. Oh, Tatiana Maslany's in it. Oh,
Who
cool.
is directing it? Is it Osgood?
It's Oz. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's his next
Oz
film.
is in it as well.
Sorry?
Osgood is in it as well.
Fantastic. After, was it Legally Blonde that he's known for in terms of acting?
Yeah.
Bizarre. Brilliant. So I look forward to that. Yeah, so that's his next film. That's great. That's great. Yeah, yeah, that's exciting. Um, yeah, so thank you. There again, we have Christian Fletcher events. We have Richard Warman of Faith Nightclub, and we have Holdfast Public Relations. Yes, is that correct there, Baron?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you for allowing us to see Maxxxine. Yes, the X trilogy, the final one there. And we also saw Sting. It's great to return to the Roche Turner brothers again. Yeah, really enjoying their work. And
Yeah.
Longlegs, Osgood Perkins. Yeah, yeah, was at New Farm Cinema. Yeah, really, really appreciate. Had a really good night out for
You
Evil
go and,
Pop.
go and
The
see it.
movie.
Go and see it at the cinema, children. Go and see it at the cinema. It's really good. I think it
Excellent.
will lose in translation to the small screen.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Couldn't agree more.
And I was incorrect. It's not different seasons that the monkey was in. It's Skeleton Crew, so it's a different anthology. But yeah, it's 1985 story. So it looks the everything I see of it now is it looks really great. So yeah, I'm keen to see that.
Hold on, just give me one sec.
All right.
Okay, cool. Well, let's round this up because we've got Dorian here waiting to review Tusk. Yeah, they're children of the popcorn as well. We're about to jump into that insanity there, Baron. Baron's excited. Look at him.
I am.
Yes.
I like Tusk.
All right, cool. Shout outs to all the usual. Follow us
Yes.
at the usual places.
Yeah.
We love you, children of the popcorn. Thank you, Baron, for jumping in on a Sunday night. Do appreciate your time, of course. And
All
Pirate
good.
Queen, shout out. And yeah, we are going to be right back. Mr. Popcorn keeping it bloody. Peace, Baron.
Get, stay up and listen to the next bit, children, but then go to bed.
Okay. All right. Soon. Bye. Popcorn. Peace out. Whoa.